Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I know I looked kind of sloppy today, like I am every day because I am a mother. Well, I just finished putting my baby to sleep. She's a toddler, but she still breastfeeds, and I still do it because she likes it, and then the crying just really drains me. Anyways, this is not why this is not why I came on YouTube today. So I wanted to come on YouTube to talk about your intuition. So oftentimes, so this is a book that I'm reading right now because I'm also a yoga teacher. It's The Art of Happiness by the Dalai Lama. Is it by the Dalai Lama? Yes, it is by the Dalai Lama. And one of the lines in the book really spoke to me. It says, part of this is related to the fact that the right choice is often the difficult one, the one that involves some sacrifice of our pleasure. Okay, so this concept goes with delayed gratification. So, with technology, with our phones, um, with the quickness of things like DoorDash, Uber Eats, we get things really fast. But the real growth and uh, the love that you're looking for and the money that you're looking for, the abundance, the happiness lies in the delay of gratification and often the one that sacrifices some of your pleasure. So, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because I was thinking about how we date, right? So, when you're in this like adolescent, really immature season of dating, or just your mindset, you think of dating is if he is good at sex, if he's handsome, if he works out, all those lame A characteristics and criteria. None of those actually develop a good relationship for a family. So if you're following me, you're the type of woman who wants a family and children, and you just want a normal family and nothing like dating 20 people or marrying 20 people, right? That's not what you're looking for. You're looking for a committed person, a person that can be a really good father figure to your kid that you will have with them one day. So, with that being said, I fell into this trap when I was dating. I remember how I think I was in my mid 20s, maybe, yeah, mid 20s, early 20s. And I met this one guy, and I always wanted someone who was like higher than me, like smarter than me, because that's just normal in biology. And if you think about it in nature, every animal wants to mate with the one that's gonna have the good genes for the kids and help them live for a long time and and give the genes that are successful. So that was what I wanted. And when I was dating, I was overly focused on the job, right? What their job was, which was so wrong. You can do that, but it's just you have to take into account all the other things that you value as well. So, with one of my exes, right? So, I saw that he was a lawyer and I was like, wow, he must be really smart. And he went to like Georgetown and I was like, wow, he must be really smart. But when I got to know him, like the first date we had, the guy was smoking. Okay, so he was smoking like a cigarette. My hearts of hearts knew that I didn't want anyone who smoked. Okay, and I don't, at that time, I did not wake up yet. I wasn't conscious and I wasn't practicing yoga to the full extent. I was dabbling in it. And so I went on the date. I figured out that he smoked, but then I continued to go on the date with him. Like I met him once, I saw that he smoked, but there was a smidge of intuition that told me, "Hey, he smokes. Why are you like the person in me that was like higher thinking was like, he smokes, why you continue to date him?" Like, this is not something I want to pass on to my kids. It's not one of my values. It's not one of my habits. It just doesn't work with my lifestyle. But I continued to go on the date. And so, relating this back to the sentence that I read in that book, because of his job, I like that felt like really good to me because he's going to have a stable life. He has a stable career. He's smart. He got into law school. But there was this one characteristic that was like huge. It's like a sign of addiction, lack of self-control. And I just, I ignored it and I wanted to go with my pleasure. Okay. And because I didn't listen to that sign in the beginning, I continued to date him. And then I think like on the second or third date, when he ordered stuff, he would always order non-alcoholic beer. And I was like, oh, okay, well maybe he orders that because he's just a responsible person and he just wants to be a sober person to drive back home. Okay. I dug into it and I got another sign, right? I was like, hey, like, how come you order a non-alcoholic beer? And he was like, he danced around it. He never really quite told me until later we became like boyfriend, girlfriend, right? He still had his little addiction. He was like now vaping, so he's trying to get better, right? But I found out that he's a recovering alcoholic. And that is nothing wrong with them, but that's not somebody I want to marry. And because he was so handsome and he had a great job, I pushed that aside and I still dated him anyway. I still moved in with him. I was just being weirdo. And looking back, it was like my most traumatic relationship ever. And I had so many signs where I had to let it go. But because I didn't want it, I wanted to like, all the other value or the other good things that he had, I like betrayed myself. Like the core values that I had, I betrayed it. And so I was seeking, like the sentence in the book, I was heeding to my pleasure now and not doing the thing that was most optimal for me and my life. So, what I'm trying to say is that make sure that when you date, you listen to your intuition. And how do you make sure you listen to your intuition? You do my process. My process is writing down every value characteristic that your ideal partner has. Okay. And you're writing this down without anybody in mind. Like you're not going to try to make the list to the person that you're dating now or the person that you're interested in. It's just you, your own. Like if God can make a perfect partner for you, what would he look like? What we not what would he look like? We want to talk about characteristics and values. Sorry. Scratch that. But what are his characteristics and values, like personality? What are his ethics? Things like that. And that's how you know your tuition is on paper and you won't get blinded or sidetracked when your pleasure uh tries to persuade you otherwise, okay? So that is how you listen to your intuition when you're dating. The minute the guy does not have something on your list, you need to be strong enough. Don't betray yourself. Stand up for yourself and let the guy go. Okay. If you can't do that, that means you have no confidence, you have no self esteem. So why are you dating? Don't date. Well, you can still date and heal at the same time, which is in my video. I will link it up there. But you don't want to continue on. You have to have the strength and the trust and faith that you will get the guy that you want. The more you keep going with your pleasure or like tainted thoughts, the more you're wasting time. Okay. Because if you are following me, that means you want marriage, you want children in a healthy family environment. And that means that you need to have children as soon as possible and with the right man. So don't waste your time. Don't waste your time with somebody who did not fit the bill, your criteria that you wrote down. Okay, when you do that, You're wasting your time, and your kids are going to be mad at you because you're mating with somebody who sucks. Okay, so do it for yourself, do it for your kids. Get the guy that has everything on your list. Okay, trust me when I say this. Trust me, okay? It worked out for me. I am living proof of what I'm talking about, and I'm not preaching out of a mystical, like celluloid universe type way. This is real, okay? So if this worked out for you, or if it didn't work out for you, I want you to write a comment. I want you to tell me, okay? And then I want to help you. So if you have any questions, write a comment. I hope this helped you. I hope this was confidence inspiring. I hope it was like pushing you forward to the actual person or thing that you want. So, like and subscribe, and I'll do a next video based on the things that you guys write or comment in my comment section. Okay, and if you also want some private coaching, because sometimes I know like your situations will have some nuances, or maybe you have like a mis perceived or misconception about something. Sometimes you just got to talk to me personal, like one on one. So there's links below. You can find me in a bunch of places. Yeah. Okay. I will catch you guys later. Bye.